Hey everybody, welcome to another exciting episode, another live edition of A Week in Geekdom here on YouTube. It's that Friday show. I hope everybody is doing great. It's the weekly live stream in case you're brand new to the website, or I shouldn't say website, to the YouTube channel, I should say, where we basically just wing it and talk about all the news items that came out during the week. A very interesting week from a marketing standpoint, from a purchasing perspective, and a lot of news. I won't cover everything, but of course, the main thing that I'm here to do is review the Defenders mini series on Netflix. Because last week I said I was going to do it, so here we are. We are reviewing the show. I'm not going to spend too much time on it simply because there's a lot to cover, and there are people that do way better. They do a way better job at it than I do. But what did I think of the Defenders? Let's just get onto it. It's a great series. It's wonderful, beautiful. The shots all look amazing, except for a few things that I will complain in a few minutes. Everything looked great. Everybody was on point. All the actors. If you loved all the Netflix shows, you're gonna love it. Simply put, it is the end result, if you will, of everything you've watched during, I'm going to say, 2.5 years or something like that, with the two Daredevil seasons and Jessica Jones and Luke Cage and Iron Fist. Love it or hate it, Iron Fist pulled the most viewers out of every other superhero Netflix show, so that's telling you something. But I thought it was great. It was pretty interesting. There were some problems I had with it, mainly some scenes were like a little bit too dark. I didn't exactly love every single plot thing that was happening. Maybe the villains, or actually the villains, were all pretty heavily underwhelming. And in the end, they turned out to be really one-dimensional, except for Elektra. She comes back. Of course, we were hinted at it, so I'm not spoiling anything. But yeah, I thought it was pretty decent, but in some shape or form, I thought this would have been better as a movie. I'll be honest with you. I think Defenders works better as a movie because at some point during the whole 8 episode thing, it got a little bit too boring. There was a couple episodes, like one or two, where I was just like, okay, let's keep the train going. Let's keep the story moving along, if you will. And in the end, the resolution, the final act of the whole miniseries was a little bit underwhelming in my opinion. Of course, there's things to consider like TV budget, and it's not a cinematic epic ordeal, so it's not going to be grandiose in scale compared to Avengers movies or whatever. But I thought overall it was pretty great. If you love the Netflix things, you're going to love this. Everybody was pretty great in it. They did fix a lot of stuff that was bothering everybody with Iron Fist, while at the same time kind of making Iron Fist a tiny little bit annoying, but that's just me. Just don't hate me on that. But hopefully, I'm very much looking forward to seeing what they do next with all the Netflix heroes. One thing that nobody is mentioning, and it's a pretty stupid Easter egg, was the fact that they played a lot of rap music during certain key moments in the show. They played, I forgot the name of the song. Damn it. It was a Wu-Tang song, but there's a Spider-Man reference in it. So I thought that was actually pretty great considering that Spider-Man is in the MCU now. So that was actually pretty fun. I enjoyed that. And who knows, hopefully we'll see more references to other heroes aside from the Avengers, because it's not all about the Avengers. So yeah, let me know what you think of the Defenders down below if you've seen it. I don't want to get into too much of it because I know that people do take their time. I just rushed through it and had to rewatch a couple scenes to understand why I liked and why I didn't like it. And I'm probably missing some details in my head right now that they're escaping me. But overall, I thought it was pretty great. Nothing too major. It was just okay, in my opinion. I mean, the best part of it was definitely all the Daredevil stuff. Everything else was, it's okay. But it's still great television, especially if you love superheroes and if you love Marvel stuff. So, yeah, I recommend it. It gets my imaginary seal of approval. I don't know what that means. So yeah, after watching The Defenders, let's move on to something really interesting. Uh, First off, Injustice 2, or whatever you want to call that game, they revealed the new character pack or something like that, and it turns out that not only are we getting Black Manta, which is one of my favorite supervillains, Raiden, which was it Raiden? I think it was Raiden, that nobody cares about, and Hellboy. Hellboy, I was shocked. I don't have the game. Now I have to get it. It's imperative in my life, because I am a huge Hellboy fan, that I need to get that freaking game. So I said I wasn't going to get Injustice because I don't play fighting games. The only ones I do have are Street Fighter V, simply because it's fun. But that's it. I don't play fighting games. I'm not very good at them. I like the characters and all that stuff, but again, I'm not good at them, so I'm not going to play them. With this, it's the exception. I played the first game. Oh man, just he's gonna be my main, and I'm gonna kick some ass with Hellboy in Injustice. That's gonna be awesome. So I am very much looking forward to that. Another thing that was shown was the cinematic trailer, I guess, for Assassin's Creed Origins, which is based in Egypt, and we're gonna see all the Roman interaction with the country, and we're gonna see the burning of the Alexandria Library. So that's always exciting. As a history nerd, I am very much looking forward to this game. I don't even care if it's subpar compared to Black Flag and all that stuff. I am in, because we need more games, more Assassin's Creed titles in those time periods. Egypt, more Greco-Roman stuff. Of course, everybody wants to travel to Asia, China, Japan, all that stuff. Give us more of that, please, and not the mediocrity that's been plaguing Ubisoft and previous Assassin's Creed games. Pretty please. So yeah, they revealed that. That was pretty interesting. And what was the other thing? Oh yeah, Anna Diop. I hope I said that right. If not, I am so sorry, because I am a loser. She is going to play Starfire in the Titans show. That is awesome. I cannot believe people are complaining about it, but it's 2017. That's what people do nowadays. We complain. Next up, there was that whole clickbait, and I didn't even want to talk about it until right now, where I'm like, you know what, I'll talk about it. The whole thing with the DC and Warner Brothers movies, and how one piece of misinterpreting or misinformation just, oh man, all these clickbait articles that started popping up simply because somebody did a podcast and Matt Reeves said a certain thing before a certain other thing happened, and if you're smart and you read the actual transcript and somebody tells you this is a standalone movie, you know what he means. It's a standalone thing. It's in this X or Y universe, and it doesn't have any references, or it's not tied down to the bigger picture, like what happened with Iron Man 2, to some extent BVS, and actually Iron Man 3 as well, and Age of Ultron, that type of deal. It's pretty self-explanatory, in my opinion, but no, we had to turn it into an issue, because regardless of the fandom, you have to admit that there is a certain degree of, the flame wars are very active when it comes to Warner Brothers and their movies and all that stuff. And I'm not trying to start anything, because I don't believe in all that stuff. But it's pretty stupid how you misinterpret one podcast thing, and then all of a sudden, hundreds of articles start showing up, pages are lining up to write hate about these movies, like X actor's not going to show up, that means they're canceled, they're fired, all that stuff, without checking your freaking sources. I studied all this shit. I have a degree on it. You need to check your sources. You need to do a thorough freaking job. It doesn't give you an excuse. You can't be, I'm going to throw some names out there, you can't be Hollywood Reporter or your Nerdist or whatever and be like, well, that's the source because he posted it. No, go. You've got an inhuman agenda. Maybe that's true. Uh, you got to check your sources, man. That's the first thing we learn when we're doing the whole television, radio, media, communications thing. You got to check your sources, man. Otherwise you're just gonna look like a fool, and that's what I'm saying right now. Everybody looked like damn idiots, and I'm getting a text message. What's happening? Everybody looked like a damn idiot simply because they didn't check their sources. Nobody's leaving. Nobody's getting fired. Contracts are signed, and just deal with it. I mean, I know there are haters around, and I'm not talking to them. I'm talking to the people that fall victim to clickbait articles. I hate those. There are certain websites that you know them. I'm not going to name them here because I'm a nobody, and I'm not going to give promotion to these type of websites that I simply do not care for, that want to ruin reputations and spread misinformation, lies, and all that slander online. And it's just horrible. You see this every day. It doesn't have to be with superhero comic book movies or whatever. It's just, man, just if you want to know about something, wait until the company, the parent company, posts something about it. That's it. That's all you got to do. But this is the age of the internet and the age of distrust. So people just went into a frenzy. And in the end, they lost. We didn't gain anything by it. But yeah, speaking of the whole clickbait and Warner Brothers and all that stuff, we are getting some new information about Suicide Squad 2, and I believe it's Harley and Joker spin-off movie as well. And I know a lot of people are going to be angry about that. I don't care. I love all the movies. I'm okay with it. But with Suicide Squad 2, hopefully we do see a rotating cast of villains. Because aside from Deadshot, I really like seeing characters like Cheetah and Black Manta in there. So I'm pretty cool. It's going to be pretty cool to see if they make that transition and incorporate other villains into the team. I'm very much looking forward to that, especially Bronze Tiger. I want to see Bronze Tiger in there at some point, because I didn't like the TV version. And aside from that, I also have a couple videos that I want you guys to check out. I did an anime DVD Blu-ray collection update, which was like an hour-long thing. But yeah, people like watching those collection updates, and I did one last year, so I had to do it again. For this year, I plan on doing the whole shelf thing, the set piece I use, if you will, my backdrop. Suicide Squad was created to solve problems, yet they created their own problem. Yeah, you know. That's true. Also, I'm going to read it off my phone because I don't know the full story, but they're getting a rewrite or a new writer for the Justice League Dark movie. That's a movie I'm really excited about. I love my supernatural superheroes, if you will, especially the DC side with Zatanna, one of my comic book crushes. John Constantine, Swamp Thing, Etrigan, Dr. Fate, all those characters are some of my favorite comic book characters, and I cannot wait to see that. Hopefully they turn out an awesome script so it gets the ball rolling and they do the friggin' movie already. But yeah, and if you're wondering about the slate of the DC movies, here's what you gotta pay attention to. 1. Shazam is entering pre-production January or February 2018, and will likely air or be shown in theaters, sorry, it's not TV, on 2019, I guess by the summer. Same with Wonder Woman 2, which is coming out in December 2019. But right now you just gotta focus on Justice League and my favorite superhero, Aquaman. That's the point, that's the thing you gotta focus on. Everything else is just rumors. And I don't do rumors on a Week in Geekdom, so let's move on from that. Another cool thing that I wanted to highlight, I have an Overwatch shirt here, and that's total coincidence. They did show the May animated short, which was beautifully done. Beautiful animation. Heartbreaking short. Really cool stuff. And I really freaking wish that what's my God, Blizzard. I wish Blizzard would just come out and do and say like, hey, we're thinking about doing like an animated short series or something. Because, oh man, even though some of the plot elements in Overwatch are very cliched, it's still a wonderful presentation because you have such a varied cast of characters. They're all really special. They're all really cool, unique. Everybody loves them. Um, my favorite characters are Farah and Mercy, Tracer, and all that stuff. I love those characters. So to see them in animation form, not just shooting each other in the actual video game, that's always really great. And the short with May, just awesome. If you haven't checked it out, I highly suggest you do so. I'll link it up, but you know where to look for it. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out if I'm leaving anything newsworthy behind. Also, if we're talking about stuff that happened during the week, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 came out on Blu-ray. I was able to evade the scalpers and get the last remaining copy of the 4K Blu-ray thingamajig on Best Buy because I love steelbooks. I love collecting steelbooks. And it's not the best looking steelbook. It has, I don't know if you've seen it, but it has Baby Groot trying to push the do not push button from the scene at the third act of the movie. It's a steelbook. I like it. It's durable and it looks sturdier than your regular plastic Blu-ray or 4K Blu-ray. So I'm very excited about that. I watched it last night and it looks freaking amazing. I'm new to the whole 4K thing, so I don't want to sound like a huge film nerd or whatever, but I think it looks beautiful, and I think if you've got it and you love movies and you want to invest on it, go for it. If you're just a casual moviegoer, you don't really care about all that stuff, it's not going to be worth your time. But if you love watching movies, then hell yeah, it's something that you should invest on. I think it looks fantastic. I didn't get to my store fast enough, says Attack on Louis. Now I'm going to find the steelbooks at flea market twice as much. Yeah, man. But here's the thing. The steelbook is $36 plus with shipping and whatnot. It's closer, shipping. With taxes and all that stuff, it's going to run you close to $40 or whatever. Well, in my case, it was like almost $40. Plus gas to get to the store and food if you're going to eat something. You might as well just get it online for a few 10 or 15 or 20 extra bucks because that's what you're going to spend anyways with how prices are these days. But that's just me. I know a lot of people want to get to the store, and I called them as soon as the store opened up that day, last Tuesday, and I asked them to put one on hold for me. They gladly did that, and I think they sold out really quickly before, like in 3 or 4 hours, they were gone. There was just my copy, and I think somebody else's copy on hold. So I was really lucky to get it. As for other steelbooks, I'm gonna try and collect Wonder Woman definitely and Spider-Man: Homecoming. Those are two must-get steelbooks. The Wonder Woman one looks fantastic. It's very comic booky the way they drew Gal Gadot, and the Spider-Man: Homecoming has the concept art. I think it's the cover with the Art of Homecoming hardcover book. If you look it up on Amazon, it should show up the image. So it's that drawing on the steelbook, and I think it looks fantastic. So, yeah. And in case anybody's wondering, because I do know that I do get some audience members from the Omni Bros network here on YouTube, we didn't do an episode yesterday. I wasn't able to do it. Usually the sub, if you will. I was a little bit busy, and by the time I was able to, it was pretty late, and none of the guys could do it, so they will be back next week? I don't really know. Next week. So yeah, here's this live stream by myself to compensate. I know I cannot replace the Omni Bros, but I'll do my best. Also, I want you guys to check out, I did a Loot Crate unboxing, and, what was the other thing I did? Oh yeah, the Invincible reviews are back. I'm actually editing the episode, and it should be up on the weekend or Monday. During the weekend, it should be up. I did that video on Volume 3, and I'm currently starting Volume 4, so I can do it as soon as possible and play. I'm playing catch up at this point to get back on track, and I should have an unboxing as well for next week on something pretty cool that I got. I usually save that for the hauls, but I think it warrants a very special video on it. So, yeah, look forward to all that cool stuff and many more. As always, guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up. It's about time because I don't let these streams go for too long. And by the way, I'm shooting it with my tablet. That's why it's all shaky, so I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I am done for tonight. Thank you for the questions and the comments. And as always, I will write down below for anybody that's watching this video pre-recorded. Sorry. So yeah, follow me on your favorite social media platform. You can do that. Just search for A Week in Geekdom, same as my username here on YouTube. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, all that stuff. Just type it, and I'm probably there, and we'll hang out and chat about stuff, because I love talking to you guys, and at least trying to help you and entertain you with my nonsense. And hopefully you guys like it as well. So yeah, that's it for me. Thank you everybody for tuning in. I will continue reading some stuff and doing cool thingamajigs, and I will catch all of you on our next episode. Bye-bye. Blessings to all. Have a great weekend. And yeah, blessings. Bye.